spell, bitch, I can't do your ass no favors. I'm the truth and you a fable. Been that bitch like fuck a labor. I'm a artist, not a piece of paper. You hate me now, but on my life, that bitch gon' love me later. I'm necessary for the culture, they can't run without me. I'm still they motherfuck if they don't give a fuck about me. I gave my struggle to the public and they ain't respected.
Hello everyone, welcome to the reading. This reading will be about Blake Lively. I'm going to be seeing how is she holding up since the whole Taylor Swift wedding. Is her feelings hurt? What's happening with her? But before I ask all those interesting questions, let me just see, what's this woman's vibe? You guys know how I like to do it when I do these readings. So let's see, what's going on with this Blake Lively's energy? What can we see? What's happening? Okay, that flew far in the future slot and in reverse. So let's see what is happening. She can't go with the flow. It's a blow to her ego is what I'm seeing. Hurt. I don't know, I'm getting immense hurt, immense pain. It's hard trying to process what happened. Okay. What else can we see? What else can we see? At the same time, though, she's trying to move to smoother waters. She's not done yet, guys. She's not done yet in the world. She's trying to figure out what can she do. There's a vibe of trying to tap into her inner strength. It's almost like a transformation. It's trying to happen. It's like right there, but she's too much in her head. She just needs to go with the flow, but it's in reverse. What else can we see? I'm going to be asking as well, how does she feel about like Taylor Swift and all that sort of stuff? So let's see, what else can we see? She really is saying that, before I even look at the cards, it's saying that she doesn't even like really know what to do. She doesn't have anything more to give. It's kind of like, I guess she can't really do any projects. To my knowledge, there's not any red carpet she can walk, right? It's kind of just like, I don't know, it's like a vibe of limbo. Like I feel like a disembodied spirit just floating. That's the vibe that she's in. She's just like a disembodied spirit floating. At the same time, though, she's not, I don't know, it's saying that she's not done. She's trying to find balance. But remember I was saying I feel like a disembodied spirit or something? This is funny because these fish, they're not even in the ocean. They're not even in the water. They're just like floating in the sky. I actually seen these fish in real life. They like jump out of water and they fly. Like when I was like headed to Catalina. Sorry about the interruptions. I was saying I actually seen these fish in real life when I was like headed to Catalina Island. They're really cool. Like they jump out of water and shit and they like fly basically in the air. They like glide, but it looks really cool. And then like they land and shit. So I mean, that's pretty chill. At the same time though, I don't know, is she going to be taking her frustrations out on her children? It's just what I'm seeing here. It's like, I don't know, it's saying a dark mother. Is she going to be a dark mother? A dark soul? That's pretty sad. Crowning this, her husband. I don't know, maybe he's going to be doing more. I'm not trying to offend anyone. I believe I did a reading on them a long time ago, like years ago, where I was saying like the husband's gay. That's what I'm seeing here. It's funny that like homosexuality has been a theme lately with like all these celebrities, from like Cardi B's guy, then I was gonna call him Matt Hugh Grant. Now I'm seeing the Blake Lively's guy. I don't know. He might be leaving the home, interacting with other men, grabbing other wood. It just is what it is, crowning the energy. What's simmering, though, is them trying to gain stability, but they might be reckless. This is a reckless energy. It's almost like a stampede. So will they be basically, like, destroying shit? Energy is telling me it's true. I want to look into these slots before I ask questions, like how does she feel about the wedding, blah, blah, blah. I want to look at actually each slot. what can I see with her trying as the High Priestess? Let's use this deck. What's going on with her trying as the High Priestess, basically, or the Sea Priestess, I should say. Oh, more intuitive energy. Yes, this is the Loving Crab, but this particular card has to do with like Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, a very intuitive, transformative energy. So what I was saying, that like she's on the verge of a transformation, but at the same time with this adaptable armadillo, it's saying that she's defensive, and I think that it's funny that it's adaptable. It's proving what I was saying, that like she's not done. She still has more she can do. She just needs to process things and try harder. What can we see about her? Being a disembodied spirit. Being up in the air. What can we see? Saying things are up in the air. At the same time, though, she's still... I know you guys hate her. I remember in one of the readings I did, like, you know, I put everything on blast, like, as far as, like, how bad she is and all that. But I still was saying, like, you know, like, one of the readings, I was like, I felt bad for her. And then someone in the comment section, or a few, but one particular lady stood out. She was like, don't feel sorry for her. And I start dying laughing. I was like, you know the world's crazy when a white woman's attacking another white woman. No, let me stop being silly, guys. I just be joking. People be so serious and shit. I can't joke and be silly and stupid. But no, on some real shit, though, I know people are going to hate this, me saying this, but she still has honors. She still has perks with being a celebrity. The energy is telling me it's true. She still has things that she can do. She still has honors. Yeah, is she like a joke these days? Is she infamous? Yes, but that's for people that really follows the case. Or followed the case. People that don't follow the case, they just know that she does red carpets and that she lost the case and she was harassed or something. Like, you know, that's what people know. They don't know the details unless you have people break it down. So, yeah. I say that for what it's worth, because I'm seeing that, yes, she's up in the air. It is going to be bad, but if she was my client, I would say that, yeah, things are bad for you right now, but you still have cards that you can play, because it's saying she still has a winning hand. Ooh, so yeah, maybe Hollywood's probably going to be done for or whatever, but it's saying there's other things she can do, whether she be a philanthropist, whatever, she start business, I don't know, but it's some other things that she can do because she still has cards she can play, right? People be getting mad at me and shit when I'm just not like venomous to the people that they hate. Okay, what's going on with this? With her being a bad mother, that's what I'm just seeing here. Like this black goose, this black swan, it's just giving me dark mother vibes. It's saying that she's going to be trying to be orderly with her kids. So it's saying more strict. This is a strict energy, this orderly owl. Isn't that interesting? You know, sometimes when mothers want to be toxic, when they just, you know, like sometimes when they have some sense, because like there's some others that'll just smack you in the face and just abuse you physically and mentally and verbally. That exists. But then there's some that like to, you know, if they're aware of their image and shit, then they do things like, I don't know, like abuse you some way, somehow. Usually by trying to act like it's like they're being orderly. You know, like that movie, Mommy Dearest? That's just what I was getting, and I think that's funny that the orderly owl is here. So it's saying that there's going to be some sort of mommy dearest energy with her trying to have like order in the kid's life and stuff like that. At the same time, though, don't feel too bad for the children, for the kids, because this is just going to be for a season. It's saying that she's going to come to common sense. It's just that sometimes it's sad when, it's telling me it's true, it's sad when the children have to suffer, you know, for a season. It just is what it is. Whether if it be the father is upset, so when he comes home, he's grumpy and, you know, mean to the kids, you know, like this is real life shit. It is what it is. The good news, though, is that it's going to be temporal. So I like that for the children, you know, and it's not too bad because I'm not saying like she's beating them. It's just more to do with like being strict with this order. When people feel like they don't have no control over their lives, they try to have control over people. I've noticed that with doing readings on hurt individuals. Sometimes there's a lot of cool people that have been through bad things, and they're not trying to like control you. So like people like that, you guys are amazing, right? I don't always talk about like the good people I interact with, mainly because it just is what it is. I'm a professional, but I have came across a lot of good people that do horrible things, and they don't try to control me or try to abuse me or anything like that. But I have came across people that try to like have some sort of control over me because they feel like their life is spiraling, and they try to just like control me and shit. Even like people I'm not doing readings for, I've seen that like where people try to control people. This is like why some people become like officers and shit, or like security guards with like a gun. Like I knew this one guy, this fat ass like dude, he had like all these guns in his house because he became a security that could carry shit, like that could carry excuse me, I'm adjusting myself for a second. He became a security guard that can carry guns and shit. So it was funny, I was in his house or his apartment with him and his girlfriend and another lady, and like we were there for like business and stuff like that. But it was funny that he like brought up all his guns and was like walking around with it, and he felt like he was doing something, and he would even like brag about like looking for drama, and like if something was going to happen he was going to do something. And then when we left at those people's house, we were just like talking shit, the lady I was with. We were just like what the fuck? Like he's one of those people. Sorry, my sandal. Okay, there it is. Okay, anyway, he's one of those people where it's kind of just like if he's like running after you and shit. Like if someone stole something, he'll like shoot you. Because I was just like, what is this dude doing? Like, why is he trying? Like, is he trying to be intimidating? I was like, this dude just looks stupid. I was like, what the fuck is this? This is just not right. Okay, I said that for what it's worth. Okay, what's up with her not following the flow of things in reverse, the future not having no flow? Serene Swan, she's going to be trying to have grace is what I'm seeing. But at the same time, though, she is a prosperous pig. Not just that, she does tell tall tales. The flying pig can represent tall tales, lies and shit, things that are so outlandish. So at the same time, I'm seeing that she's not going to be done lying. She's still going to be a liar. It just is what it is, It's saying that she became prosperous because of lying. It just is what it is. Not just that, with this magical moon, it's telling me this lady, she has a lot of layers to her. This is like one of those I don't know, it reminds me of like one of those Russian dolls, like those, I don't even know if you call them like a doll, but like they like come in layers, like you keep opening it and it's like smaller versions of the shit. It's saying that this lady, she has a lot of layers to herself. She's a complex woman, let me just say that. But how does this lady feel about Taylor Swift's wedding? What can we see? Like, yeah, what does she think about it? I haven't really talked about like the Taylor Swift reading, any of the readings and shit. But like, my opinion about it, I feel like, I don't know. It just, I don't know. I just don't want to be, I was going to say ignorant. I just don't want to be annoying, so let me just shut up. Because like, we could say like bad things about it. I'm going to keep those. I could say bad things about it, but it's almost just like, energy's telling me shut up, just focus on the reading. But I don't know, I was expecting something more from her. Let me just say that. Because I've been kind of like hypnotized by all the praise, like by YouTubers, like not tarot YouTubers, but just YouTubers that talk about like business and different things. So I'm like so in love with like how they try to like empower her and like her business strategies, and like, like her shit is so clean and crisp, right? Her image. And I feel like this was just so like not it, that it kind of threw me off, I think it kind of exposed the illusion of Taylor Swift for me. Like I already knew that she was an attention whore. I already knew all that shit, right? Everyone should have been knew that. But I thought she had some sort of like class or some sort of decency to her, or some sort of like grace or style. But this shows that it's just a machine, and it's something industrial about it. So I feel like it's funny that she chose almost like an industrial environment to like have this whole production. Like even if she was married like somewhere else, it's still not a good look. Like if she got married before and this is just for the drama, it just doesn't look it just didn't look good. Yeah. Let's see. I don't want this. I want this one here. Okay. Well, this lady, she doesn't have no. I don't know. She doesn't have no sense either. She felt like it was full of abundance. It just is what it is. This energy represents abundance. These three fish here. So it's kind of just like, I don't know. She's seen it as something to do with abundance. At the same time, though, she doesn't like that she wasn't a part of it. And this is giving a deeper look because it's saying that it's not even just Taylor Swift that made the decision where it was just like, oh, like, you can't come. It's saying that it was other individuals. It's saying that it's almost like third-party energy, not like cheating third-party, but third-party energy, meaning like other individuals' input. There were other people that was just like, yeah, she shouldn't come. So it's like she understands it, but at the same time, it's a hurtful energy. What else can we see? And I'm going to choose from this deck to get further insight. Yeah, she feels like, what can I do? This almost looks like her in a way. You know, this Blake Lively, I don't know if she got plastic surgery. I don't know anything about that. But it's almost just like, imagine if you gave Blake Lively dark hair, brunette hair, and, you know, you styled it up like this. You know, she has almost like classical features, you know, for like white people and shit. So like, I don't know, this looks just like her to me. She's just like, she just doesn't know what to do. Yeah, she's a star and all that, but it's about the imagery. This particular deck is very powerful. She's just like, what can I do? She's not tripping too much because like I was saying, she knows already. It's kind of just like, you know, it's Hollywood, stardom. She knows what it is. But from what I'm seeing so far, she feels like it was an abundant situation. Maybe she's looking more at the numbers because all the outlandish numbers that was supposed to have been spent. You know, I'm not going to like quote it or anything, but, you know, it's like in the millions and shit from the like donations and shit. I would say that her husband's mad. I don't know if he was even invited or if he came. Obviously, I'm assuming not because it's just telling me her husband's upset. And he's looking back at all this shit. So it's saying that he, you know, this man, you know, he might be a homosexual or bisexual, whatever. He's a material girl. He wanted to socialize, live his best life. He wanted to be seen, be heard. He wasn't. So he's upset. He's mad at her. At the same time, though, she's trying to manage her husband. She does really well, believe it or not. She does well with managing the failure, the embarrassment, the grace. That's funny. I was going to say disgrace, but I'm saying grace. This, I know people are so mad at this because they just want to hear bad things. Guys, come on now. If it's bad, I'm going to say it. If, you know, if it's deep, it's deep. This woman, I want to see like, yeah, like fuck this Taylor Swift thing because it's saying like with grace. Like, why did this Blake Lively do what she did? Like, is she just a bad person or is she like, yeah, she's a bad person, whatever, but like, what is up with this grace? Because she's trying to be graceful. She does have some sort of grace, guys. She's not just a demon. This is why I felt sorry for her because I can pick up people's energy. I said I kind of felt sorry for her in that reading or down or whatever, but like, it's kind of like I could pick up on energy. Sometimes like I know when someone's so vile, right? She's not really giving me super vile energy. This is why I don't have like no real hatred for her. Even with people gonna hate this too. With Johnny Depp's ex chick. Like I don't know if you've seen those readings I did. Like I got to the T. I explained everything. But like I never be saying like these women are just like complete monsters and I hate them and stuff. Because it's kind of just like, I don't know, they're just stupid bitches, but they're not monsters. What is going on with this grace and all that? These energies with her trying to handle things with grace. What can I see relating to the past? I don't know. Maybe this lady is just ghetto, guys. The Five of Pentacles is ghetto energy. She doesn't have... I don't know. Maybe she just doesn't have style. You know, sometimes people, they have a certain dignity to themselves, right? You guys watch these tarot readings, and this is just going to be a relaxed reading. I'm not going to be so strict to, like, the energy. Sometimes I get like that. You know, when it comes to these celebrity readings, sometimes I'm so strict with it, but then sometimes I like to just talk and just be chill. So I'm going to be talking. This is one of those readings, so you can tune out. Enjoy. But anyway, it's kind of just like, I don't know, sometimes have you seen those readings where people, they have like some real shitty looking like polyester fucking white tablecloth that they do like readings on that's dirty, that's like all cut up and shit. It looks like shit. And then like it's just a bad production. Like they don't wipe the lens of their like the camera, like on the phone before they do the reading, so like everything is blurry, and it's just like a bad production. Sometimes people just don't have a sophistication to themselves. It just is what it is. Some people don't want a beautiful production, right? Some people just don't have grace or style. I'm so obnoxious, right? No, it's kind of just like sometimes people aren't like that. And you know what's so funny? Sometimes I guess that relates to people. Like it's relatable. Because, yeah, sometimes people just enjoy that shit. Sometimes people see a whole production and they're just like, the fuck? So I don't know, because I'm seeing that I'm just going to say it. It's just ghetto. She's just ghetto. So, I mean, okay, she's ghetto. Not just that, she's stuck in this ghetto mentality. This is why she felt like the whole Taylor Swift wedding thing was cool. That it was like full of abundance and shit. Because she's ghetto. She's ignorant. She sees things through a ghetto lens. Girl, right? I mean, it's saying I'm getting to the truth of the matter. It just is what it is. This Ace of Swords. It's like I'm exposing the tea. I'm exposing the truth. This woman, she's just ghetto. It's saying that she lacks logic. At the same time, though, she wants to seem more than what she is. It's like she never can have enough. The Six of Swords represent you trying to leave something behind, trying to come into something better, right? But it's saying this is her mentality. She just wants more. She wants more. It's telling me greedy. She doesn't have grace. You know who I would say is a lady that has grace? Barefoot Contessa. I feel like Barefoot Contessa is a woman of grace, right? She's a woman of grace and style, in my opinion. The energy's telling me it's true. I know style, so it just is what it is. It's saying that, like, she's not like a Barefoot Contessa, where it's about having a nice, like, beautiful, smooth life and, you know, like, just having a grace to yourself and elegance. This woman is ghetto, guys. It's like, yeah, I don't want to say it because, like, I don't want to be, like, coming across a certain way. But, like, let me just say, like, I wouldn't say this because this is language I use, but someone would say, like, another person would say that she's trash, that this is, like, this Blake Lively is almost like white trash or something. So, I mean, girl, we're getting into the tea, bitch. Like, I just don't. At the same time, it caused problems. This is why you have to watch out who you marry. Sometimes being so ghetto when you don't have to be ghetto, and I'm not saying ghetto like using curse words. I'm saying a ghetto mentality where you're just like lying, causing problems, where you want more, where you don't have any elegance to yourself. It causes death. So it's saying that she's bringing death to her and her husband and show her bullshit. What's in the middle of the deck? Movement. It's all about this movement for them. These people are hungry. They're too hungry. They're too hungry. It's kind of just like, I don't know. It's saying when people are too hungry, it's not a good thing when you're too hungry, right? And let me just say, people, don't ask me about like doing readings in the comment section. That's ghetto too. Don't do that shit. Don't be like, oh, like, Jay, do a reading on this, do a reading on that. No. Read the description box. I charge to do these readings. It is what it is. This is taking time out of my day, right? It is what it is. So it's kind of just like, don't do me like that. But what I'm seeing here is like, I don't know. They just want more. They need to stop wanting more. It's all about more. So it's like, the grace come into this because it's like you have to understand that she doesn't have grace. She doesn't have style. She's doing the best that she can. It's almost like a fish out of water, that disembodied sort of like energy that was popping up earlier, where it was just saying that like she's like a disembodied spirit. If she's a fish out of water, what do you expect? If she doesn't have the sophistication, and I'm not saying like she's trash or anything, like she could come from like a billionaire family, a trillionaire family. I don't know, it's whatever. But that doesn't mean that you innately have a grace to yourself, right? Some people just don't have it. I know people that come from broken homes that are so just great. Meanwhile, it's like people that come from like both family, like they have both parents in a home and they have everything you can think of, but they're just like all cracked out and just bad individuals. So like it is what it is. But it's just saying that like she's a fish out of water and that she's just ghetto. And so like she's trying to do the best that she can Oh, that's so sad. She's trying to do the best that she can. So it's just like, guys, like, yeah. So I'm gonna like move these cards aside because I was just trying to figure out like what is wrong with her. Like, what? This is why I don't feel so bad for her, because it's like a fish out of water. Some people aren't. They don't have a kind spirit. I have a kind spirit, so it's like I can see someone's soul sometimes, and I know when someone's not being evil. Like if they're just fucking stupid. Like two things can be true at the same time. Someone could be evil a particular moment. Meanwhile, it's kind of like they're not really evil. You get what I mean? Like things are complex. It's not just flat, right? Okay, so what's going on with the rest of what we're seeing here? These slots now. What can we see about this? What does she think about this Taylor Swift shit? Like, so far I'm seeing that like she understands that she couldn't be invited, so that's great. What else can we see? Okay. So, the Hermit, yeah, she was just out of the code. At the same time, though, I think it's funny that the star keeps popping up. The star energy, the star relates to Hollywood. She knows the industry. She knows it like the back of her hand. So it's like, she understands the politics. That's why that keeps popping up. She understands the politics. At the same time, though, understand that if she lives, ooh, I said it that way, if she lives, right? If she lives, it's saying that she's going to be telling her story about how her feelings was hurt. So Taylor, get ready. What goes around comes around. You like to talk about your hurt, your pain. This woman's going to be talking about her befuddlement, where she was just like so astounded and she didn't know. She's going to be making it more dramatic. It just is what it is. I'm seeing a woman that's going to be like so extra about it. Because, like, at the same time, yeah, she's like, oh, I don't know what's going on. But she has, like, a smile on her face. She's really not tripping. She's not hurt. But I'm seeing that she's going to be exposing her pain, her hurt. Ooh, Taylor Swift is a bad friend. Look, making plans. I think that this is so deep. The 2 wands is here, the 3 of wands, and the 4 wands. She's going to be making her home. I don't know what's saying in Hollywood, guys. It just is what it is. Don't hate me. She's going to be making her home in Hollywood. She's going to be sharing her pain, her hurt. She's going to be sharing what's in her heart. The 4 of wands can relate to your heart as well, right? It's like 4th house energy and shit. So her heart, she's going to be sharing what's in her heart. Yeah, she's going to be overdoing it, right? But she's going to be like, oh, this is what it is. So again, what goes around comes around. So Taylor Swift, get ready. Okay, so let's see. Did I get into everything? Or is there something else I can ask? Oh, let's see. What can we see with this deck? Oh, let me ask. Will this lady be, like, going to a spiritualist to try to do something bad to Taylor? Or, like, what's this going on? Like, is there anything we can see? 4 cards, and I'm going to leave this reading here. What can we do? Or what can we see? I know people that use like those like shitty ass fucking pissy ass looking tablecloths and shit to do their readings. They're gonna be so mad at me because a lot of people do that. Some people don't even do that. Like, I don't know. Well, guys, don't be mad at me. It's my Venus in the 1st house and shit. So like, yeah. Sometimes, you know, it just is what it is. Okay, the first card up, right? Harmony, balance, natural flow. Okay, so I'm seeing that she's going to be going with the flow so far. This is past energy. So I'm seeing that she's been going with the flow up to this point. That she didn't just lose her shit completely. Next card, current. What can we see about the current? Ooh, this is so much tea. This is so exciting. What can we see? All right. I'm going to keep it for just this slot. Yeah, I'm going to keep it for the current slot. Okay, I'm seeing that what caught my eye is this melancholy and this being out in the cold. You see this melancholy and being out in the cold. So she feels like she's out in the cold because that's actually what's going on with her in her life currently. So that's sad. And it's funny that all this outside energy is coming up. Like, this is outside. This woman's out in the cold. Now, this next card is outside as well. This woman just feel... I don't know. It's saying that... This lady, this is, yeah, she knew what, yeah, she understands like what Hollywood is about, but she's a human. What shocks her the most is that she thought Taylor had more of a heart. She thought Taylor was more of a pack animal. She didn't know that Taylor was like a lone wolf. And this is so deep to me because I think that it's deep that if what I heard is correct, right? Because I can't verify it. I wasn't there. But if Taylor really didn't have any bridesmaids or anything like that, I think that shows what type of woman she is. I'm just saying that. Because it's all about girl power, all this shit, right? And on her big day, she didn't like give the woman that she's always talking about like a special place in her wedding. Now, I've seen a lot of women get married, and that's such a big deal for them. Like that, I would say like that's like that's the second biggest thing after like, I would say actually that's like the third, but really the second. The first is like kind of like the ring, if the ring's like nice and shit. And then second is kind of just like, okay, the marriage. And then like the third is like, okay, the women, like, okay, like the outfits and the shit like that, right? I don't know. Again, I wasn't there, so I can't, verify it. But if she really didn't have any bridesmaids or anything like that and didn't do that traditional thing, I think that shows what type of woman she is, that she's full of shit about all this girl power shit. And that's what energy is telling me it's true. That's what I'm getting from this Blake Lively. She's kind of just shocked. She's like, well, I didn't know that Taylor was so ruthless. Like, she understands Hollywood and the ruthlessness of it, but she believed the illusion. Isn't that deep? An illusion's in the middle. So, ooh, okay, that's deep. Okay. That's the next card. The spiritual ethers in her heart. What can we see? At the same time, though, she does want retribution. It's only natural. I'm not seeing spell work yet. This deck can tell you spell work. Right? So far, this is beautiful. You see, this is what I'm saying. She's not so bad. Right? There's some people, the spell work will come out like, fuck, if this was Selena Gomez and shit, every fucking card would be spell work. And this deck can show you it for sure. Tenfold, if we're going to be honest. We're not really getting that. I'm just seeing that she feels out in the cold. More out in the cold. More that she was just like, wow, I didn't know that Taylor was so heartless, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, in her heart, she does want retribution. She wants healing. This is a fucked up cycle for her. She feels like she's in a bad place in her life. She feels like she's going through shit and she's not getting support. That all her friends turned on her. So, ooh, that's beautiful. I get your pain, fucking Blake Lively. And what's the next one? At the same time, though, this is... I don't even want to say the word, the Gooner. I just don't want to say it because it's like gross. This is actually what this represents. A guy that could be like at his office and shit, like whacking it and all that bullshit. Like the fuck. I don't want to say the word because it's like so gross. And people are so pretentious and shit saying that word. Right? Like, I'm so stupid. But anyway, what I'm seeing though is that, is she going to be doing spell work on Taylor? No. So let me just say, this isn't an evil lady, guys. Like, yes, she might be evil. Yes, she's a liar, blah, blah, blah. Yes, she might have been evil for a season. Yes, she might be fucked up to the kids. Okay, all that, whatever, right? But there's some people in this world that's evil. There's some people that'll fucking poison your drink. Some people that'll, like, fuck your husband and shit and put you out on the street if they can. Like, that's some evil, evil shit, right? This is just a dumb bitch. Like, okay. And it's just like, I don't know. This clinging, it's kind of just saying like almost clinging to the past. She lost her spot. Embarrassment. This bound energy. It's saying that energy that's trapped. Pain that's trapped that she shouldn't be dealing with. This release right here saying that she needs release. It's just saying that this woman, she's going to be going through it. That's it. But am I seeing her doing fucking spell work on Taylor? No, I'm not. So, yeah, I feel like this was such a deep reading. Do you guys agree? Or are you guys just like, no? I'm going to be dying laughing and shit. You guys are going to be in the comment section. No, I don't support this one. You're off, Jay. I don't know what to tell you, babes, right? Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I thought this was a very good reading, and I was doing a shit ton of talking. Sometimes I get like this, right? Okay, cool.